Today we have with us is the recon version of Ultraviolette's F77 Mark II. So how does it perform? What all features are there and how's the ride quality of this F77 Mark II? That's what we're going to talk about in this video. Hello everyone, welcome back to Times Drive English. I'm Ankur Taneja. Let's start the review of Ultraviolette F77 Mark II. So first, let's quickly go through the design and feature changes that are there in the Mark II version of this F77. The design is same as F77. There are no changes in terms of overall design from front, from side and from the rear as well. There is no change in terms of design. But what has changed mainly in terms of hardware, this flap which is now in metal and previously it was in plastic, and this does look sturdy than before. So this is one of the change. But apart from this, there are features that Ultraviolet has added in this Mark II version. So one of the main features that is there in this Mark II version is the 10 level region braking for this motorcycle, and the 10 level option is only available in the recon version, not in the base Mark II version. And you get the 3 level settings in the base version, but if you want to opt for the 10 level setting, you might have to pay some price for it. But in the recon version, you get the 10 level regeneration setting. And there is one more addition in terms of safety feature, which is the traction control. There are 4 levels of settings in traction control as well. You can turn it off, you can switch to T1, which is basically for sport, and you can switch to T2, which is for street mode, and T3, which you can use for the rainy condition, and the traction control will be highly intrusive in that level, the T3 level. In terms of design, the bikes look same as before, but the overall quality, fit and finish of bike is really good. And one USP that this bike has, although there is no competition, but still you won't be able to find out any exposed bolt in this bike. So this does make this bike look really good in terms of fit and finish. And apart from that, you get the front USD forks and the F77 branding. You get the same size alloy wheels and the disc braking. You get the dual channel ABS option, and there's some graphics and the color combination. There are 9 color options in the F77 Mark II version, and in the rear you get the monoshock of this Ultraviolet F77 Mark II version. You get the full LED setup in the tail lights, indicators, and as well as in the headlights of this F77 Mark II. So there are 2 variant options in the Mark II. One is the base variant Mark II, then another is Mark II Recon version, which we have with us today. So the major changes that are there in both the variants are in terms of range, battery pack, and of course in terms of price, and there's a slight change in terms of power as well. So the base variant that is there comes with a battery pack of 7.1 kilowatt hour, and the Recon version comes with a battery pack of 10 kilowatt hour. And claimed range for the base variant is around 211 kilometers, and for the Recon version is around 323 kilometers. You get slightly extra power and torque in the Recon version, and there is price difference of 1 lakh in between both these variants. So now this is what Ultraviolet is offering in terms of design and new features in the Mark II version. Now how does this bike perform? Because Ultraviolet is claiming that this bike can achieve 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds. So how's the ride quality and how does this F77 Mark II performs in the real world conditions? Let's now talk about that. Let's delve into the performance and features of Mark II version of the Ultraviolet F77 and assess whether it can truly enhance your riding experience. First, let us examine the specifications of both variants of the Mark II. The primary differences between the variants lie in the battery pack, range, and a couple of additional features. When it comes to performance, the Mark II impresses and is capable of putting a smile on any rider's face. It delivers ample power and a substantial amount of torque, ensuring an accelerating riding experience. The riding posture is designed to be comfortable for long journeys, but it can become tiring in city traffic due to bike's weight of around 207 kg. Maneuvering the bike in urban conditions can be exhausting for many riders. However, this weight contributes to its stability and performance on the highway. In terms of features, the Mark II offers practical additions such as hill hold and a 10-level regenerative braking system. Both features function seamlessly with the various region modes, helping riders avoid constant braking in certain conditions. My experience with the different region level confirms
that they work effectively. On the hardware front, the suspension setup is well tuned for both city and highway riding. The combination of seats and suspension provides a comfortable ride. The bike is equipped with dual-channel ABS and the brakes offer excellent stopping power, ensuring safety even at high speeds. Ultraviolette claims a range of around 323 km for Mark II. However, in real-world conditions, the bike typically delivers a range of around 250 km in glide mode. This range can vary depending on individual riding styles. If you are a rider who frequently pushes the bike to its limits, you might experience some range anxiety. Nevertheless, the range largely depends on how you ride it.
So what are the things that I liked about this F77 Mark II and what are the things that I didn't like? So the things that I didn't like, and the number one is the weight of this bike. The base version weighs around 197 kg, the curb weight is around 197 kg, and the Recon version weighs 10 kg more than that, around 207 kg. And I believe that can be one of the negatives for the people who might be considering to buy this F77 Mark II. Then the second element that I didn't like about the bike is the price. The base version costs around 3 lakh ex-showroom and this Recon version costs around 4 lakh ex-showroom, and this price is only for the first 1,000 customers, and you need to have deep pockets to afford this motorcycle. Now, the things that I liked about this F77 Mark II, and the number one thing in that list is the overall design and fit and finish of this bike. And I believe Ultraviolette has done really good work in this department. The second element that I really liked about the bike is the 10-level region option that is there, which really comes handy, especially in city conditions. And the third element which I liked about the bike is the overall performance. And especially in the ballistic mode, it is going to surprise you.
So if you are in the market for an electric bike that delivers good performance, stylish looks, sporty characteristics, a wealth of features and a decent range, the F77 Mark II is an excellent choice. It combines power, comfort and innovative features to provide a thrilling and enjoyable riding experience.